Hi guys, my name is Sam, and today I'm going to be doing the Nintendo book tag. This book tag was started by Novels and Nonsense, and I'll link her original video down below so you can check it out. I'm really excited to do this tag because I've been playing video games for a really long time, especially the classic Nintendo ones, and I'm going to get started and talk about some of the Nintendo questions with book answers. Question number 1 is NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, a classic that you want to read. And for me, I haven't read a lot of classics because I just haven't had the opportunity to read classics through my education. In high school, I didn't read a lot of classics in my English classes for some reason. We read a lot of more modern books, so I missed out on a lot of the classics. And in university, I took biology, so not a lot of time to read classics there. A classic that I want to read is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. This book I know a certain class in my high school read, and I know it's a banned book, and I'm really interested to see what it's about. Alright, so question number 2 is the Super Nintendo. A sequel that you liked more than the first one. And for me, I picked You Suck by Christopher Moore, and this is a sequel to Bloodsucking Fiends by Christopher Moore, and this is a vampire trilogy, and it is hilarious. But I actually liked You Suck better than I liked Bloodsucking Fiends. I love both of these books, and they're both on my favorites, but for me, You Suck is my number one. I actually read it before I read Bloodsucking Fiends, which I don't advise you do, which is probably why I enjoy it more, because it was kind of my first step into Christopher Moore, so I was really excited to read it, and I really enjoyed it, and I suggest you pick up both of these. And the third one, which is Bite Me. They're a very satirical vampire trilogy and hilarious, and I suggest you read them. Number 3 is Nintendo 64, a book that revolutionized the way you look at the world. And for me, like a lot of people, I picked The Hunger Games. This was the first dystopian book I'd ever read, and I hadn't been reading a lot before I picked this one up, and then I flew through this during a couple days during Christmas break. I borrowed it from my boyfriend, and then I read through it super fast, and I really, really enjoyed it, and then I picked up the other ones. This has definitely revolutionized the way I look at the world and the way I read. This was one of the first series that I flew all the way through, and I very much enjoyed it. So if you haven't picked up The Hunger Games, I suggest you do, and even if you're not big into reading, this one is awesome to get you started, or at least get you reading something. Number 4 is Gamecube, a popular book that didn't go over so well with you. And for me, it's not that big of a surprise, but it was Looking for Alaska by John Green. I really couldn't get into this book very much. I had a really hard time connecting with the characters, and I really didn't like the character Alaska. I found her to be a bit of a manic pixie dream girl, and I just wanted her friends to actually be like, help her. There's obviously something going on in her life that she needs her friends for, and they kind of just let her do what Alaska does and just kind of brushed it off. And I'm like, just help her already. Or ask her what's wrong. Be like, Alaska, is anything wrong? Because it might have changed the course of this whole book. And I didn't hate it, but I really didn't enjoy it. So, Looking for Alaska by John Green. Alright, so number 5 is The Wii, a new favorite book. And for me, I don't add favorites to my list very frequently. You have to do a lot to become one of my favorites. And in the last 2 years, I've added about 3 books to my favorites. And the last one I added to my favorites was Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And that book is hilarious. And I listened to it on audiobook, and I loved every second of it. And I think listening to audiobook was so much, I don't know if it was so much better than the reading experience, because I'm going to pick up the book someday and read it again. Just read it. But the audiobook gave so much more to it, and it was narrated by Will Wheaton, and I just thought there was a lot of nuances that was just fantastic in this book, and I loved all of the 80s references and all the the nerd references. It melted my heart. And I was 20 minutes into listening to this book, and I'm like, no, this is my new favorite book, and I already knew it. So check out Ready Player One. I know a lot of people have said this one, but it really is amazing. Number 6 is Nintendo Power, which used to be a magazine that Nintendo had. And the question is, favorite graphic novel series or graphic novel series you want to start? And for me, I just recently started Captain Marvel, and I really enjoyed this. I read through it a couple days ago, and I really enjoyed it. It was a fun graphic novel series, and I'm going to continue picking this up. I also want to finish reading Miss Marvel, because I picked up the first volume in that one, and I want to continue reading it. And as well, I really want to pick up Saga, but I'm going to pick up that one at the library, and I have so many holds right now at the library that I don't want to add another one to it, but I will get to that one soon enough as well. So number 7 is Super Mario, a character you want to squish like a Goomba. And a lot of you are going to agree with me on this one, but it is Dolores Umbridge in the Harry Potter series. I hate Dolores Umbridge more than I hate Voldemort. I freaking love Voldemort. He's an awesome villain. Like, I love him to my heart. I don't know. I just love Voldemort, and I especially love him in the movie series because I really love the portrayal of Voldemort by Ralph Fiennes, and it just melts my heart. But Dolores Umbridge, I hate so much. I hate her down to my bone marrow. She is like, she's more evil than Voldemort, I swear. Not really, but she is awful, and I really wanted to smush her like a Goomba. On that same note, number 8 is Zelda, a newer fantasy series that you consider a modern classic, and I consider Harry Potter a modern classic because, you know what? I don't care. Harry Potter, clearly, it is. Number 9 is Samas-Aran, a favorite sci-fi novel or a sci-fi novel that you want to read. For me, I want to read Red Shirts by John Scalzi, and I really want to read this because it's kind of like a satire on Star Trek, and I really enjoyed the new Star Trek films, and I've seen some of the old TV shows, and I would really, really enjoy this book, I think. So I'm going to eventually pick that one up from my library as well, and read it. Number 10 is Pokemon, a book editions that you want to collect. And for me, I really want the new illustrated editions of Harry Potter. They're not released yet, and I think they're releasing one edition every year, but I want those when I want those when they come out. And I need new editions of the regular editions of the Harry Potter series. A lot of my books are in horrible condition. Like, this one's not too bad, but the Half-Blood Prince is literally falling apart at the spine. So I would like a new set of the regular books and the illustrated ones when they start to come out. Alright, so number 11 is Donkey Kong, a book with original characters. And for this one, I picked another one of my favorites, and it is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This is one of my favorite books of all time, and one of my favorites of movies of all time. I love all of the characters in this book. Princess Buttercup and Wesley, I ship so hard, and then there's just Vizzini and Fezzik, and my favorite character of all time is in this, and it is Indigo, and I love him so much. And then there's Prince Humperdinck, and they're all perfect, and they all make up the story, and they all are a very diverse cast of characters, and they're all special and hilarious and amazing in their own special way. This book includes my favorite literary character of all time, and that is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. Like, I can't not hide my love for Indigo. He's amazing, and I love The Princess Bride. And the last question is number 12, Nintendo Fandom. Favorite Nintendo games or games you really want? And for me, my favorite Nintendo games of all time have been Super Mario World and Mario Kart. I played Super Mario World on my Super Nintendo back in the day. I sucked at it, and I still suck at it, but I love Super Mario. And Mario Kart, I played on my N64, and I was badass. Not really, but I love that shit out of that game. I also really enjoy Pokemon, but I suck at Pokemon. Like, I can get past, like, one friggin' gym, and then I get to the next gym, and I fail hard. Like, I'm so bad at Pokemon, but I like to play it. Anyway, so that is it for my Nintendo book tag. Thanks you guys for watching. If you guys have similar answers to these questions, or if you've done this book tag, comment down below and let me know. And subscribe to my videos so that you can see more. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye!